What's going on with my car at the end there? Alright. Hey, I'm Aqua, or Aquarius of Fallen Snow if you don't know me. And in this video, as you can see, we're going to be playing some CarX Drifting. Now, this is a game that I really like, but I'm not very good at, so please don't cook me too badly in the comments. I am trying to get better, but it's a slow process, you know? I was trying out this Mazda a bit earlier, and it's not too bad, but I've definitely been liking this BMW more. But in this video, I basically want to keep talking about what I was talking about in yesterday's video, which was bots, both in music and like just on social media in general. But there were a few things that I wanted to mention in yesterday's video that I forgot to, so I'm going to throw them in this video and just kind of chill playing some CarX while I talk about that. As you can see, I'm not the best, like I said, but I'm getting better, right? So some of the things I want to talk about that I missed in yesterday's video, I guess the easiest way to say it is that, you know, people with more money or more streams, it's not only easier for them to get the bots, but then it's harder for other people to tell that they are using bots, you know what I mean? And this became super apparent to me in the music scene because most of the labels buy their artist bots, whether the artists know or not. And then what ends up happening is that, you know, if an artist already has millions of streams, finished it out strong, not bad. If an artist or a song already has millions of streams, it's gonna be easier to buy bots or bot the views or the numbers to give it a few extra million. Whereas the smaller the artist, the harder it is for them to, you know, basically hide that or get away with it, right? And that kind of goes along with what I was saying yesterday in terms of like, it kind of trips me out now. The fact that, you know, it is so prevalent and so many people can get their hands on them. You know, it is pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie. And that's kind of why I don't want to start with it in the first place. But it's one of those things that I guess if all the, you know, major artists or the major labels are doing it and nobody knows, it's one of those things that's just kind of like, I guess a dirty secret of the industry or whatever. But then that also makes me wonder, like, how many, oh, there was my crash from last round, how many, like, smaller artists or YouTubers or content creators, whoever it is, how many of them are botting their stuff? Oh, let's go. And people don't even realize, right? Oh. Ah. Come on, we gotta clutch up for the end. Not doing too poorly here, but... oh, shit. Don't want to hit that. I'm just keeping it going, holding it steady. And see, this is why I like the Beamer, because I think I got more control with this than a lot of my other cars. Oh, and I was so close to 12k. Damn. That wasn't even the best round. Like, I think I can do maybe 13 at that rate, you know? But yeah, again, I think that's one of the main reasons why it's way more important to support small artists than, you know, just listening to big artists or just listening to people with over a certain amount of followers or interaction, because you really don't know. Oh, I saved it. Because you really don't know where that's coming from, right? The money from nepotism or their parents, family money, oof, Jesus. Then, you know, it's going to be a lot easier for them to progress than a small artist. And then it sucks because it also kind of washes out the quality of the content too, you know what I mean? Because a small artist like me, I'm working my ass off trying to, you know, do everything solo. And it is really hard and it's draining, like super taxing for energy, but I'm trying to do it because I love it, right? And I feel like that also gets lost when people can just pay for, you know, the plays or the interaction. Like, I don't know if big artists would care about it as much or in the same way, you know what I mean? especially compared to us smaller artists that are, you know, really working our asses off trying to get the little amount of interaction that we do get. And that's, you know, that sucks. That's pretty sad. But I'm trying to stay consistent with it. Right now I have my EP that's scheduled to come out in February 9th on all platforms. I already dropped a few songs on SoundCloud, so if you want to hear a little bit of it early, you can go check that out. Oh my god, look at this line right now, boys. No, I jinxed it. Let's go, can I save it? Yes, we're still holding it. This is perfect. Sorry, I'm trying to lock in here quick. Little tail tap. Oh my god, look at us go right now, man. Don't want to lose control, so I'm going to take it easy through here. See? What did I tell y'all? Did I say 13K or what? Oh, and the spin out at the end. Oh my god. Look at that. Almost 13,300. That's blessed. Sorry, halfway through that I was realizing the multiplier I had going. I was like, oh no, I gotta clutch up on this. Here, let's try it in reverse now. But yeah, like I was saying, I feel like that's why it is so important to help us smaller artists, because we do have to put so much more work in compared to these bigger artists that might not care as much as we do, you know what I mean? But yeah, I was also mentioning I have that EP coming out in February on my birthday, the 9th, and that's going to be dropping on all platforms. And that's kind of why I've been, you know, chilling for now. I'm just kind of making these videos, trying to promote that coming up. And I would love to do music videos and stuff. Like, I don't know, I don't really know what to do as a small artist in terms of like what kind of content to make, or what would be the best thing to do to grow my channel and get that organic growth, right? Because like I said, that's what I'm looking for. I don't want any bots or any fake shit. So beauty run. Had a few little mess ups here and there, but overall it turned out alright. But yeah, it does kind of piss me off that, you know, people can just kind of cheat their way to the top and it's not, you know, an actual, you know, fight. It's kind of like if you're trying to box and your opponent has weights in their gloves, you know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, who really wants to fight someone like that? Like, who wants to do all this work to try and get to the top if everybody else is just cheating, you know what I mean? I still want to make this stuff, like the music and the content, because I genuinely love doing it. But it kind of takes some of the air out of your sail when, I guess it's this hard or this challenging to succeed compared to people who can just pod or spend the money to, you know, basically run their numbers up without having to do as much work. And I won't lie, some people do genuinely just have like really good content and they do have organic growth and followers, and I respect them a shit ton. I look up to them. But then, I don't know, it's almost like how can you tell these days who does have that organic like following and who is just, you know, botting their stuff? I don't know, it's hard. I guess you can look in terms of, I'm sure there would be websites or something. What's going on with my car at the end there? But yeah, I'm sure there's websites or like apps or something you can use to check somebody's following and see their follower count, if it is real people or if it is more bots than anything. But, you know, I'm not too sure about what that would be at this point. If you have any ideas, you can drop them in the comments and I'll check them out. Maybe do a video on that kind of thing. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna keep going. I hope that I can do this, you know, further into the future as a career kind of thing. Because, I don't know, I have so much trouble, like I've talked about in my podcast before, with working normal jobs and the whole system as it is right now. And I really think that if I can get the whole, you know, content creation thing down, get a better PC and a better setup going, that I will have, maybe not more success, but I will have more stuff at my disposal to use to make content, right? And then hopefully I'll be able to make better content, and then that will in turn grow my followers and my numbers and all that, right? Oh, very close to 12k. I think we can get it. But yeah, I don't know, man. I have fun playing these games. That's really what I'm interested in. Trying different games, seeing the different storylines, and, you know, doing playthroughs and all that kind of stuff. I would love to make that my career, but because I genuinely love it, not just like, oh, because I want to make money off the videos or whatever, you know what I mean? Trying to slow it down around here, not lose my multiplier too much. Okay, now we're locking in, Braking a little bit, slow it down. That's what we like to see right there. That's clean. No, and then I spun out right at the end. That's terrible. Hey, finish strong, right? But yeah, I think I'll leave it here for this one. That's kind of what I wanted to add on to yesterday's video. Let me know what y'all think of what I've been talking about. Let me know what other games I should play, or if there's something you'd like to add to the conversation, also drop that in the comments and I can try and bring it up in the videos. I'd love to get y'all involved in the videos, right? And I'll probably have another podcast episode coming out sooner than later, so keep your eyes open for that. And if you enjoyed the video, some support would be greatly appreciated. It would mean the world. But that being said, I'm going to leave it here for today. I'm going to try and get another video out for you guys tomorrow as well. But like I say at the end of all my videos, I love you, stay safe, good luck, and take it easy.